This is a question for Jake Paul. How you doing, bro?
I'm good. I'm chilling.
That's what's up. Hey, when William Langston, not trying to look through any fighter for the first fight, but if William Langston beat Khalil Cole tomorrow, would you look at him as a next opponent? Could be.
Man, the list is so long. I just got like 400 new opponents yesterday in my trash talk with Eddie. You know, there's still like 6 other names on the list. So, you know, I think people have to start getting in line, unfortunately.
Hey, first off, I just want to say massive congratulations for putting on this event, Matchroom and Most Valuable Promotions. My question is for Jake as well. I see you're keen to fight Tommy Fury and possibly Sonny Bill. If those fights don't happen, would you be keen to fight David Nika, who's also from the Fury camp? And how does a young boxer like myself also get on the card?
I don't know who these people are, like any of these people. So, like I said, just everyone has to get in line. I think everyone wants to fight me to be the person that knocks Jake Paul out and make a bunch of money. So it's really a long list.
To your left, guys. To your left. Yeah. I guess this is for Eddie more than anybody else. Depending on who the winner is of this fight, who's next? Because to me, and I think most of the fans, I think at 140, 144, 145, Jessica McCaskill is the undisputed welterweight champion in the world. Who's next?
Well, I think that the great thing about women's boxing is they continue to step up and the champions face the champions. I think everybody here are fight fans. They want to see the best be the best. And the beauty of this fight is you've got 2 of the greatest of all time meeting in their prime tomorrow night. And I think Jessica McCaskill, Chantel Cameron, you know, all these people that are undisputed champions, I think all fans would like to see one champion across every single division. And we're starting to see that in boxing, but this fight is so big for both. You know, I believe tomorrow night you'll see one of the greatest nights in the history of Madison Square Garden, and we may run it back. We may even run it back in Ireland. You know, who would like to see Katie Taylor fight in Ireland? But, you know, she's never been there. She's never had the chance to do it. And you know, we could see Taylor Serrano 2, 3, or against all those great undisputed champions, Jessica McCaskill, Chantel Cameron. But all eyes on tomorrow night.
This question is for Jake. This question is for Jake. Jake, I just wanted to know, after this fight, is Amanda going to go back down to featherweight?
You know, that's up to her and Jordan. You know, there's talks of that, but I think there's some bigger names if she can go up in weight, if it's possible. So yeah, we're looking to make big fights happen. Like I said, I want to get her a 10-figure payday. So I think she's gonna have to be flexible. 8-figure.
And Jake, I just wanted to...
10-figure payday.
Wow.
Jake, I just wanted to let you know, thank you for doing what you're doing. You're a great inspiration. As you can see, my son has a Jake Paul shirt on. You started him to start boxing. Thank you so much.
Amazing. Love it. Keep it up. Keep it up, champ. Keep it up, young champ.
All right, how you doing? First of all, thank you for putting on this event. This is one of the biggest events for women boxing in New York City, around the world. So thank you for Most Valuable Promotions and the Zone Matchroom for making this happen. But my question is for Eddie. I want to piggyback off what he said earlier. So Michaela Mayer has expressed, you know, excitement that she wanted to, you know, battle champions, and she was saying after this bout she would, you know, not mind facing whoever won. But before that happened, I know Alicia Baumgardner, she would have to unify. A lot of fans want to see Alicia and Michaela. Is that something that, you know, you guys are cooking up?
Yeah, I think Alicia Baumgardner could well be the new big star of women's boxing coming through. Unified champion in the making at 130 pounds already, the WBC IBO world champion. And what this fight does is it paves the way for those super fights. Michaela Mayer is another great champion. You know, it just so happens that her promoter doesn't like women's boxing, but that's okay. You know, we'll get him one day. And I think that we got to start looking at what's next after this. We won't see every super women's fight fill up Madison Square Garden, but you know, you've got Clarissa Shields against Savannah Marshall, you've got Alicia Baumgardner against Michaela Meyer, so many great champions, so many great fights to be made, and what myself and DAZN and Jake have shown, but mostly, of course, these great athletes, is the boundaries are getting knocked down day by day. And if there's any young female athletes out there, and any athletes, if you love something, if you want it so much, never give up. And these two are an inspiration to everybody, because they've cracked it. You know, they've cracked the glass ceiling, and they've allowed the system to flourish, and those great female champions.
Hello. Up here, lads.
Yeah, you can just talk.
Can you see me?
Not really, but we can just talk.
Awesome. Lads, this is not actually a question. This is just to say that this event would not have taken place without Katie Taylor. She's after drawing one of the biggest crowds that you'll ever see. And all I'd say to you is, ole, 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 ole.
I just want to say one thing before we go to the next question, and I echo your thoughts, sir. 6 years ago, I received a message from Katie Taylor asking if she could come and see me because she wanted to turn professional. She said that she could do to the professional game what she did for the amateur game. Most of you know the story, but in 2002, Katie Taylor walked through the doors of Bray Boxing Club, but before she walked through the doors, she had to put a head guard on and pretend that she was a boy, because girls and women's boxing was banned in Ireland. In the early stages of her amateur career, she had to pretend she was Kay Taylor, a boy, when she was fighting all these amateur fights against boys. After winning world championships, European championships, she wrote to the IOC, the Olympic Committee, and said, you have to allow women's boxing to be in the Olympics. They said no. She kept trying, as she does. She never gave up. Eventually, they said, look, come and have an exhibition fight, and then we'll say no. Basically, Katie Taylor had to have an exhibition fight in front of the Olympic Committee, and after they watched her box, they said women's boxing is in the Olympics. She went on in 2012. She went on in 2012 to win Olympic gold in London. I'm sure some of you were there. It was the most incredible experience. And in 2016, in November, she turned professional with Matchroom. We headlined her at Wembley Arena, and everybody laughed at us. How can you headline with a female fight card? We always said, one day you'll headline at Madison Square Garden. I have to be honest, I wasn't sure it would ever happen. She was. She is one of the most inspirational characters I have ever met. And I know how proud you guys are, but I'll tell you something now, and listen, the story, and Amanda Serrano has been working for this moment all her life, but obviously I'm team Katie Taylor. This, for me, is the greatest Irish athlete of all time. Forget boxing. You know, she is a true inspiration, and tomorrow night when she walks out in front of 18,000 people at the Mecca of boxing, I will be very, very proud, and she will bring it home for you lot, I promise you that. Right, we're going to take one more question, and then we're going to play some music for you guys and get ready for the weigh-in.
Perfect, perfect. So my question is for Jake. Jake, I'm just wondering if you're taking any more bets? Willing to offer up one?
Nah.
Come on, you gotta be confident in your fighter, no?
Who are you going for?
What do you think?
I don't know. You're on the Puerto Rican side. I see you have a flag there.
Let's go, Jake. You got a few shekels. Let's go.
See, we already got a bet over here, so I don't know about all that noise.
Guys, before we go, Jake, the final word to you. Mega fight, your first really as a promoter with yourself, not in the ring. Very proud of your charge. You heard a few words about Katie Taylor, a few words about Amanda Serrano and the big fight tomorrow night.
Yeah, look, I can't stress enough how much this means for Amanda Serrano, and you know, a lot of people don't realize that she's the sweetest, most humble person in the world, and I think, You know, both Katie and Amanda deserve this moment more than anyone. They've dedicated their whole entire lives to that. And this is just such an iconic moment, you know, coming into Amanda's life and she was getting paid $10,000 a fight. Mistreated, not getting the fights that she wanted, you know, always on the undercard. For her, she's been working for this moment for her whole entire life. And I just want to say thank you to everyone that came out from Puerto Rico to support, because this is truly a special week, and tomorrow night will be remembered and etched into the history books forever.
Jake, thank you for your partnership in this fight. Thank you, Puerto Rico. Thank you, Ireland. Music coming, let's get this party started.